What would you do if your wife locked you out of your own life at 2:13 a.m. in a hotel room you paid for, while her phone kept lighting up with a name you'd never seen before? The glow from her screen kept flashing against the ceiling of room 814 at the Marriott on West 46th Street, casting these soft pulses of blue that felt like a heartbeat. Only it wasn't mine. Mine had already dropped somewhere between disbelief and something darker. I reached for her phone while she slept beside me, one arm draped like nothing in the world was wrong. And that's when I saw the message preview. Miss you already. Same time next week. I unlocked my phone to check our shared accounts, to ground myself in something normal, but every password had been changed. And when I tried to wake her up, she didn't even pretend anymore. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. She rolled over slowly, blinking like I was the inconvenience. Don't touch my phone, she said flatly. Who is he? I asked, holding my voice together with everything I had left. She stared at me for a long second, then sighed like she was bored. You weren't supposed to find out like this. That sentence, it did something to me. Not anger, not yet. It hollowed me out. We were in New York for our anniversary. 5th year. Dinner reservations at a place on 9th Avenue. I'd booked 3 weeks in advance. I had a gift hidden in my suitcase, something she'd mentioned wanting months ago. And she had this. You changed everything? I asked, my voice cracking despite me trying to stay steady. She sat up, pulled the blanket around her like armor. I needed space. Space. I laughed, but it came out broken. So you locked me out of our bank accounts? Our emails? Everything. Our accounts, she snapped. You mean the ones you barely check? The ones I manage. There it was. The shift. Cold. Defensive. Like I was the problem. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in the dark, watching the city lights bleed through the curtains, replaying every moment that suddenly made sense. The late nights. The work trips. The way she stopped touching me like I was made of something fragile, or worse, irrelevant. Back home in Chicago, it got worse. She moved around the apartment like I didn't exist. Calls she'd take in the hallway. Smiling at her phone. Passwords on everything. Her laptop, her iPad, even the damn smart TV. One night, I caught her laughing, really laughing, at a message. I hadn't heard that sound directed at me in months. Who is he? I asked again, standing in the kitchen while she poured herself a glass of wine. She didn't even look up this time. Why does it matter? That's when the humiliation hit. Not just the cheating, but how little she respected me. Like I was already gone. I broke that night. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Sitting on the bathroom floor at 3 a.m., staring at nothing, trying to understand how I went from husband to obstacle. But something shifted after that. I stopped asking questions. I started listening. I started watching. She thought I was done. That I'd accepted it. That I was too weak to do anything. That was her mistake. I bought a cheap voice recorder and slipped it under the passenger seat of her car. I synced our old iPad to her messages. She'd forgotten to log it out. I pulled bank statements, credit card charges, hotel bookings. And then I found him. Ethan, a real estate broker in downtown Chicago. Smug smile. Perfect hair. The kind of guy who thought he was untouchable. They weren't even careful. Lunches at a diner on Wells Street. Drinks at a rooftop bar on West Randolph. Weekends at a boutique hotel in River North. And messages. God, the messages. Wish he'd just disappear. He's too soft to fight back. I'll handle it soon. That one stuck. I didn't confront her. I built a case. I hired a lawyer, quietly. A woman named Denise who didn't flinch when I showed her everything. Do you want revenge? She asked me. Or do you want to win? Both, I said. We moved fast. I froze joint accounts, legally. Filed for divorce, citing infidelity. Gathered every piece of evidence. Audio, texts, receipts. And then I set the trap. Her birthday was coming up. She planned a party at a private room in a restaurant on Michigan Avenue. Friends, co-workers, even her boss. And Ethan. She invited him as a colleague. I showed up early. Worked with the manager. Set up a small projector under the guise of a surprise slideshow. She walked in glowing. Laughing. Holding his arm like I wasn't even in the room. When the lights dimmed, she smiled. Expecting memories. She got something else. The first slide. Her messages. The room went silent. Then the audio played. Her voice, clear as day, talking about me like I was disposable. Ethan's face drained. Her boss leaned back, stunned. Stop this, she hissed, standing up. I stepped forward. 5 years, I said calmly. That's what I gave you. She tried to grab the remote. I pulled it away. Everyone deserves to know who they're celebrating tonight. The final slide was the divorce filing. Signed. Filed. Delivered. Ethan slipped out before it ended. Coward. Her friends avoided her eyes. Her boss didn't say a word, just left. She stood there, shaking. Not from guilt, from exposure. You ruined me, she whispered. I looked at her for a long second. No, I said quietly. You did that all by yourself. The legal fallout was worse. She lost her job within a month. Company policy on ethics violations. Her name circulated. Opportunities dried up. The apartment? Sold. Assets? Divided, with her getting far less than she expected, thanks to the evidence. Ethan? Married. His wife found out through the same evidence packet my lawyer accidentally sent to the wrong email. He disappeared from her life completely. And me? I moved into a smaller place near Lakeshore Drive. Quiet. Clean. Mine. Sometimes, late at night, I still think about that hotel room in New York. The glow of her phone. The moment everything cracked open. But I don't feel anger anymore. Just clarity. Because the truth is, she didn't just cheat. She erased herself. And all I did was press play. The end.